Hi everyone, welcome again to another week of my life as a PhD student at the University of Oxford. This week it's almost spring. We are in the beginning of March, and so the weather is changing every day. Some days it's foggy and misty, and some days it's sunshine, and some days it's still raining. But today was a misty morning, and every time I walk here, I love how romantic or how you feel like you're in the movies. You wake up in the morning and it's a misty, foggy there. It's something that you feel you read about in the novels. You have students here lining up in front of the Radcliffe camera. It's just a few minutes before 9 a.m. The library opens at 9, so that's why they're all waiting outside. I love how they're all spaced differently because it reminds me of how the Finnish people need to have some space in between. I wasn't going to study here at first, but I saw the people outside and I thought, why not? I'll come in and I'll have a study morning there. So I spent the morning there and I came out for lunch with my friend. We decided to try this new cafe shop in town. It's called Rin Cha. It's a Thai cafe shop, but they also sell food and lunch. And so we thought we would try it. It has, Thai milk tea, it has ice cream, it has a bunch of things. But I really love the way they decorated the place. It has a bit of a vintage vibe to it. And, Thai students and also come here to enjoy, so you can tell that it's authentic. They have a little seating area outside, which would be great in warmer weathers. But it was a bit cold, so we are sitting inside today. They have all sorts of food. I guess they are more of a cafe food, so they have only limited lunch foods. I'm definitely going to have to come back to try the mango soft serve or the durian ice cream. But today I had the duck with tamarind sauce, and I had Thai iced tea. And then we also ordered the chicken curry in green curry dish and some meatballs. Yep, so they were really good, and the portions were really big. After lunch, there was a lunch recital, an organ recital at Queen's College. So we decided to go and have a listen. I've never been inside Queen's College, and I've never been to an organ recital. So I thought this would be a fun experience. And today it's Arthur Barton, and he's playing quite a few pieces. So the recital was almost an hour, and I really loved that, all the colleges, many colleges have organized recitals on different days of the week, and you can just walk in free of charge to listen to them. And all they ask is for a small donation, which is voluntary. But it's a good way to reset your brain and get ready for the day ahead. After going back to the library, I'm heading out. I'm going back home, and the light is just beautiful. I guess this is the golden hour where the sun is just, beautiful golden hue shining on the buildings. And yeah, that was a really lovely evening. And the next day, it was still really lovely. I decided to take a walk, and I really like looking at these big trees and the blossoms. I think you can tell, when spring is here, everything is a lot more lively and you're feeling alive. I'm back at my college, and I wanted to write out some few ideas. And sometimes I like to work on paper, and a lot of times. And I especially like writing with a fountain pen, because I think doing something that, you can feel the pen and the nib on the paper, it slows your thinking down a little bit, and sometimes it helps me think. The fact of just writing it out and having it on paper, and I like the sound of the fountain pen on the paper. Yeah, it's a bit of a nostalgic thing, but I grew up being taught to use fountain pens and in school, and we were not allowed to use ballpoint pens or pencils. So yeah, this was how I grew up, and I really love it, and I'm grateful for my education. So since I was already at the college, I decided to listen to a talk in the evening, and this time the talk was regarding the UK government and how they were going to fund projects going forward. And it's, even though it was focused on the UK, I think a lot of the lessons that we discussed could be applied to other countries. And that was, looking at the tax systems, the design of the tax systems, how they could be improved, and, what are the ideas between the different ways of charging tax. And so since I was quite productive at the Bodleian Library the other day, I decided to come back. And early morning, it's such a beautiful time to take photos. The light is beautiful and there's no one around. And that is the Earl of Pembroke, who was once Vice Chancellor of Oxford, I think, in the 1600s. And he also donated quite a few pieces of work to the Bodleian Library. His statue was originally inside the building, the Radcliffe camera, but in 1950, he was moved outside. And so that's where he's been ever since. I'm walking to the Radcliffe camera entrance to the library, and I'm just walking inside. And I love how when you just round the corner, and there you see the Church of St. Mary, which is the university church. So I arrived around 5 minutes before 9, and I was second in line to go into the library today. Not as many people as the other day that I saw. But yeah, it was such a beautiful, lovely day. I think a lot of people were sitting outside and just having their coffee. Some people were sitting against on the grass by the university and just really soaking in the sun and reading their books outside. One of the good things about coming a bit early is you get to really just stand and really look at the beautiful building. Usually when we, go somewhere, you just walk in. You don't really have time to really sit and appreciate the architecture around. That is All Souls Library. They have a library and it's an All Souls College, and that college is quite mysterious. I got there early in the library and I was able to choose a seat since I was, I think, probably the second person in the library. And yep, I just spent the whole day working and just kind of thinking about and writing out my papers and making sure that I'm getting them sent on time. Yep, that was my week, and I hope you really enjoyed it. A lot of it was at the library. If you have anything you'd like me to talk about, please leave in a message. Thank you. Goodbye.